Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of computers. When you hear the word computer, you probably picture the laptop you're using or the desktop in your office. But the computer family is much, much bigger and more diverse than that. From the device in your pocket to colossal machines that can predict the weather, they all fall under the umbrella of computer. So let's embark on a journey to explore the different types of computers that power our modern world. Ready? Let's get started. First up, let's talk about the most familiar faces. Microcomputers. This is a broad category that includes the computers most of us use every single day. The classic example is the desktop computer. You know, the one a tower or case that holds all the powerful components like the CPU and graphics card, connected to a separate monitor, keyboard, and mouse. Desktops are awesome because they are highly customizable and powerful. Gamers, video editors, and programmers often prefer desktops because you can swap out parts, upgrade them over time, and really build a machine that's perfectly tailored to your needs. They offer the best performance for your money, but their one big downside is, well, they're not portable. They're designed to stay put on your desk. That brings us to their very popular sibling, the laptop or notebook computer. Laptops took all the essential components of a desktop: the screen, keyboard, processing power, and storage, and packed them into a single portable device. The convenience is unbeatable. You can work from a coffee shop, watch movies on a train, or take notes in class. Over the years, laptops have become incredibly powerful, with some models rivaling high-end desktops. Of course, this portability comes with some trade-offs. They're generally more expensive than a desktop with similar specs, and upgrading them can be difficult or even impossible for certain components. But for most people, the freedom a laptop provides is more than worth it. Within this category, you also have subtypes like Ultrabooks, which are super thin and light, and Chromebooks, which run on Google's Chromos and are designed for web-based tasks. Now, let's scale things up a bit and talk about servers. You've definitely heard the term server, especially when a website is down. But what are they? A server is a computer that's designed not for one person, but to provide services to many other computers, known as clients, over a network. Think about it. When you watch a video on this platform, you're requesting that video file from a server. When you check your email, a server delivers it to your device. Servers are the backbone of the internet and corporate networks. They are built for reliability and to run 24/7 without ever shutting down. They often have powerful processors, tons of memory, and massive amounts of storage. Usually with built-in redundancies like multiple power supplies and hard drives to prevent data loss. They don't usually have a fancy screen or keyboard attached. They're often managed remotely from another computer. Next on our list are mini computers. Now, the name is a bit misleading by today's standards. When they first appeared in the 1960s, they were mini compared to the house-sized computers of that era, but they were still about the size of a refrigerator. Today, the term minicomputer is less common, as the lines have blurred, but they historically filled the gap between microcomputers and the massive mainframes we'll discuss next. A minicomputer is a multi-user system capable of supporting dozens or even hundreds of users simultaneously. You would often find them in universities, research labs, or small to medium-sized businesses, running specific applications like process control or data acquisition. They were the original servers for many organizations before the modern server architecture became widespread. Now, let's step into the world of big iron with mainframe computers. Mainframes are absolute powerhouses of reliability and transaction processing. These are large, incredibly powerful, and very expensive computers that are used by big corporations and government agencies for mission-critical applications. Think about a bank processing millions of credit card transactions every single minute, or an airline managing its global flight reservation system. These tasks require immense processing power and, more importantly, flawless stability and security. A mainframe can run for years without a single reboot. They excel at processing huge volumes of data and handling thousands of simultaneous user requests. While some people thought mainframes would become obsolete, they have evolved and are still a vital part of the IT infrastructure for many of the world's largest organizations. Finally, we arrive at the pinnacle of computing power, the supercomputer. If a mainframe is a reliable workhorse, a supercomputer is a thoroughbred racehorse, built for one thing: speed, raw, mind-boggling speed. Supercomputers are the fastest and most powerful computers on the planet. They aren't used for everyday tasks or processing bank transactions. Instead, they are used for solving the most complex scientific and engineering problems. We're talking about tasks like simulating nuclear reactions, creating highly accurate climate models to predict future weather patterns, designing new medicines by simulating molecular interactions, or performing complex aerodynamic simulations for new aircraft. A supercomputer is essentially a massive cluster of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of processors all working together in parallel on a single problem. Their performance is measured in flops, or floating point operations per second, and the top machines can perform quintillions of calculations every second. It's truly astonishing. So, let's quickly recap. We started with microcomputers, like the desktops and laptops we use daily, designed for individual users. Then we moved up to servers, the workhorses of the internet that provide services to other computers. We looked at the historical role of mini-computers as mid-range multi-user systems. Then we explored mainframes, the titans of reliability used by large corporations for critical transaction processing. And finally, we reached the summit with supercomputers, the ultra-fast machines dedicated to solving the world's most complex scientific challenges. Each type of computer has a specific purpose and design, perfectly suited for the tasks it was built to handle. From the device in your hand to the giants crunching data in a secure facility, they all play a crucial role in our interconnected digital world. The landscape of computing is always changing, with new forms like quantum computers on the horizon. But understanding these fundamental types gives us a great foundation for what's to come. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour of the computer kingdom. I hope you found it interesting and learned something new. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next video. Do you have a favorite type of computer, or is there a topic you'd like me to cover next? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.